review with our best friend, Pixel Pat. What's going on, Grant?
What is going on? Did you like the rock?
Yeah, I like the rock music.
I can't hear you, bro. I'm just jamming out.
Other people can't hear it either if they're not, watching live. Wednesdays, YouTube.
They should be able to hear it, no?
Nope, doesn't go through. Doesn't go through. It's not like our soundboard, where we used to have that. This is only live. That's a live mix you're playing right there.
Oh, wow, that's severely disappointing, StreamYard.
Well, it's not their fault. We got to collaborate. We got to inspect. We got to adapt.
We got multiple things going on right now.
It's all on the back end, So like it's like tech debt. Have you heard of that, Grant? Tech debt. So.
Tech debt? No,
technical debt.
Technical debt. I've heard that. I haven't heard tech debt.
Wait, you've never heard someone call it tech debt?
Everything's shortened.
It's not even that short.
I shorten a lot.
Debt.
Shortened.
Yeah.
Grant still wins the award for the worst corporate bullshit.
BioBreak.
BioBreak.
It's pretty common. It's pretty commonplace.
That in my life.
The day after you brought that up, my manager said it, and he's never said it since. So, and that was the first time he said it. So I was like, "What's going on here?"
Maybe he's a fan.
What's that phenomenon called when, like, once you notice something once, it like keeps on popping up? Like, you notice a Ford Bronco once, and then you're like, "Whoa, Ford Bronco! Whoa, Ford Bronco!"
Like,
well, it's not like the butterfly effect, but it's
it's something similar.
Yeah,
I
I like all those phenomenons.
When I was walking. It wasn't today, but the other day, and I was like, "Damn, that's a cool car."
What color was it?
I think it was a darker color, so it wasn't as cool. It might have been like off black or something.
I feel like the bright colors are cooler, like a neon green or like a electric blue.
Cyber orange.
Too.
Cyber orange, probably the best one. Yeah.
That's probably cool.
I mean, that's S tier. I'm just shouting out the A tiers. Potential.
Still
remember
like
when we were in LA? I was like, guys, stop, look, and that was a cyber orange one.
You're like,
Except
I
that
would
one
probably
was
get
like
that one, but that's like $100,000.
that was probably an LA Ford Bronco,
What was
like,
the biggest difference in the?
The lights were crazy. It had crazy
lights were They probably had custom aftermarket, like a light bar or something. And then like the tires, I think the biggest thing I noticed was like they probably got the Sasquatch package, which is I think $5,000 extra, and you get 35-inch tires, and then you get like a 3 to 5-inch lift, and so it's like it looks a lot taller.
It looked like a Marauders like dune buggy.
Yeah,
like they were like gonna raid some desert settlements.
Yeah, mine doesn't look quite like that.
That's okay.
It's okay, Grant. You'll never be
You got the Lakewood Bronco.
It's like keeping up with the Joneses. Yeah, you're Lakewood baller.
You're missing the A. You got the L Bronco.
All you got to do.
It's supposed to make me feel better.
Or if you shorten it, it's Lockwood. Lakewood.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm from LA.
Wood. That's funny. Yo, I'm from LA. Wood.
Like, oh, okay,
Why?
sir.
You're one of one. The only person who's ever said that. You're unique.
No, I love it. I love my car. It's great.
I'm glad. There's, it makes you feel like $1 million. Real quick,
car
Eddie.
Payment.
That makes you
better make
a little
me feel
sad. You're like, what? Why are there why are there 4 digits?
It's not 4 digits.
All right. Any big Memorial Day plans? First weekend, first holiday in a while. You always go through a big slump, from January to basically May.
Yeah. Well, I do have plans, but I guess I'll share them.
Yeah, I don't have special plans.
Well, yeah, Pat's got nothing, so we're looking at you, Grant.
So a little bit about the history of house music.
I don't know if we have time for all that.
House music started in Chicago.
1943, on the eve of World War II.
The other two big
With
cities.
a little bit of ketamine.
Yeah, there's K involved. Or Detroit and New York. Detroit is one of the biggest house cities, house music, and they have the Techno Fest this weekend that I'm going to for one day. It's 3 days long. I'm only going for one day, and
Which
I'm
day?
very Saturday,
It's
It's a good
day
day.
2.
day one.
Oh.
It's a
Memorial Day is
Saturday,
day 3.
Oh,
Sunday,
makes
Monday
sense.
Fest. Yeah. And I'm seeing Cloud Von Stroke. I'm sure I don't have to explain who that is
Everyone
to our
knows.
audience.
Yeah, that's
But I will for those who don't know, the minority,
Clarity's sake.
the far minority. He has established the record label Dirty Bird, which has their own fest. Dirty Bird Fest is a thing, and another famous name on the label is Walker and Royce, who we saw, me and Patrick, at EDC.
Did you know, Grant? Just look this up. Claude Von Stroke was born in Cleveland, Ohio.
In LA.
In Lakewood. He lived there till he was in 7th grade. Then he
That's
went to
why
Detroit.
That's why he's got. You can tell. You listen to his music. You're like, LA, quid.
A lot of yeah.
Um,
Well, I hope you have fun, Grant.
Yeah, I hope it's a good time. Are you staying there overnight?
yes,
Nice.
yeah. Well, I'm going there Friday actually.
Sleeping in the Bronco
No,
like a true tech head. Okay.
no, no. I'm getting an Airbnb. It's the plan. But yeah, it should be fun. I'm excited.
I hope you have a good time.
I was thinking about it because we're going to an after party too at a warehouse, and it sounds fun. And I was thinking, well, warehouse party, warehouse, is that where the term house music came from? And there is was one of the etymology theories is that actually there was a Chicago club called The Warehouse, and that was where house music was coined. But that is just one theory.
I see what you mean. So you're saying they were always
It's a warehouse.
in events.
music, like,
We're always in warehouses.
Mhm.
This kind of music. It wasn't just called dance music.
I mean, it's
just-
never in a house. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's
Small,
not like,
intimate setting after a dinner party.
yeah, like Mikasa,
Should I turn on the tunes?
Sukasa. Boom, boom, boom.
Well, I think maybe one day we'll find out the true meaning, the true origins of the house music scene.
I just gave
We-
a
You said it was
Pre-
one. Who knows?
as a
Maybe I
private theory.
We should
Do
make
you
a
have a note?
1-hour movie saving house music and, go into the true meaning of house music. Debate the
Yeah,
naysayers.
anyone who's
Debating
against
house.
Grant.
Produced in the one and the only LA.
Ohio.
Well, Pat's got nothing. You're going to a house thing.
I know you have something. You have something. I
Well-
can tell by the way those headphones are sitting on your ears that you
That's
got
right.
something.
That's right. They're a little tilted to the right. No, last week
Well-
my flight was canceled to a different East Coast destination because of thunderstorms. And this weekend I also have a wedding on the East Coast that I've already gotten a preliminary email from JetBlue saying, "Hey, looks like there are some thunderstorms."
Do thunderstorms really cancel flights?
Well, I think the problem with mine has been I have a lot. It's always the red eye, and I don't think the flight that's incoming can get there in time enough because they're not going to have a flight at 3 a.m. takeoff. So usually when your flight gets even delayed 4 hours, it's sometime during the day, but nobody's working at the airport. I don't. I think there's some sort of cutoff because it got delayed and
Oh.
delayed, and then it just
Yeah.
got canceled.
Push to the next day.
Yeah.
Like all the traffic people are off.
And yes, I don't think the airport's a 24/7 operation.
Should be.
TSA is shut down for
9 to 5.
6 hours. I don't think it's 9 to 5, but
It should be. We need a
Should,
TSA
God
union.
damn straight. We should have
TSA
robots
union.
running that place.
Hey, you guys want to hear one of my? All right, this is a story about TSA, really quick.
All right, really quick.
My
Grant.
brother was like in high school, maybe he's like 16 or 17, and they were about to get on a flight. Him and my cousins, and my aunt and uncle, and they found he found like a TSA jacket like on the bench or something, and he was like, dude. And they're like, you gotta return it. You gotta like return it back. And then they did return to a TSA dude, and the TSA person was like, had no idea what to do with it. And Stu has always been upset that he didn't get to keep the
Didn't take
TSA jacket. Yeah, because you could have just taken it,
Yeah, would have made it for
Missed
a good
opportunity.
party costume.
Would have been a good thing to rave with, actually.
I'm a TSA. Shit, Grant. What are we talking about today?
Everyone knows what we're talking about because everyone watches us every week. I know
yes,
our fans are very committed. And if you're listening to this, well, it looks like we have many live viewers. So
It's like that discount you got. I think
I
the
just see the
numbers being cut off.
insomniac eye. I think that means we're sponsored by Insomniac right now. We are. Well, if you could see the name of the live stream, and you can also see, if you're listening to this afterwards, this is Severance Part 2. So we started last week, Severance, a TV series. It's described on Wikipedia as an American science fiction psychological thriller streaming television series created by Dan Erickson and directed by Ben Stiller and Eof McArdle.
Nailed it.
It follows Mark Scott, a guy who works Scout.
Marcus.
Marquez.
He's an employee of Lumen Industries who agrees to a severance program in which his non-work memories are separated from his work memories. So we watched 4, 5, and 6 this week, and we have 7, 8, and 9 left. But this, for me, I'll be honest, I take less notes since it's a TV show. I think I'm kind of, maybe I'm just like immersed, or I feel like I'm more like a casual viewer and less like a renowned critic with a podcast.
You're taking off your big old movie critic reviewer hat, and you're enjoying it as like a normal person.
Yeah.
Well, are you splitting it up too, or like these last 3? Did you watch them all at once, or did you split it up?
1, 2.
Okay. I split all 3, so I think that definitely affects it too. What about you, Pat?
I watched them all at once.
Oh,
They're very bingeable.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're like, next.
Yeah, I wanted to keep going.
yeah, because they're not like
same.
solid hours. You always see like, oh, okay, this is an hour and like 5 minutes for this series episode. No, this is like a normal television show. It's like 40, 45 minutes.
With like an 8-minute intro, and then it ends with 5 minutes left too.
Oh yeah,
I don't like the intro. I started
You don't like the
skipping
intro?
I thought the
I mean,
intro,
it's
it's
grown
actually
on me.
growing on me. Yeah.
Yeah,
How he's
I
like
mean,
coming out of the coffee cup. It's kind of cool.
He's walking.
maybe I
like this.
should have.
It's cool.
I am not allowing myself to skip it any longer.
That's
I'm
where
not
Grant
allowed.
takes a
That's-
stand.
Well, where we are. I'm not the casual viewer. I'm a critic.
You
I
gotta
have
notice.
to just take in every aspect of the series.
It sets the mood.
Yeah,
I don't
even
think
the
it gives
recap.
away anything either. I've been trying to look at it like, is there some sort of clue here that I'm missing? But it seems to be just the same very, very high level generic stuff. You see the sludge, you see him working, you see him. They do walk funny. I don't know why they walk funny. That one guy, he's holding like 6 other dudes with, kind of looks like a balloon. That one, I don't really know what that means.
So Quinn, you watch these 3. You watch them 1, 1, and 1. How could you not play, like, the first one ended with her, like, about to hang herself.
Yep.
Like,
I was-
that.
No, not about. Like,
Yeah, she hangs herself at the
Oh,
end
she
of episode
falls,
4.
right?
yeah.
And then ends.
Then it's like director, whatever.
I just go to bed, man. I just start late, and it's time to hit the sack. I don't know.
Nothing like good, peaceful TV to,
I did
And
the
I
same
thought
Schwinn.
yeah.
This is what I did. But then, like, I got into bed and I watched, like, the first 20 minutes of the next one. And then I was like, all right, I'm going to bed.
Like, I also think I don't know about you guys. I don't have any sort of habit of like watching things in bed, or I don't have a television in there. I don't like bring my laptop in there. I'm either watching stuff on the television, on the couch, or that's it. Once I'm out off the couch, it's no more media.
Did you go on your phone?
Sometimes, but I'm not
I'll
like
use-
watching videos.
I'll, like, usually put on, I'll, like, have my iPad and, like, I might put on, like, Scrubs or
iPad's nice.
something.
Yeah, it's a larger, you know.
Yeah, and it's also, like, it's not like a laptop where, like, I mean, you don't really want to browse right on a laptop in your bed, you know.
Then you're
It's
like,
a bigger
what
phone.
am I doing?
It's, you know, so, like, it's a perfect, like, sleep device. Well, it's probably interrupting my sleep and not good to do before bed, but
So yeah, you mentioned it. Helly hangs herself. Well, spoiler alert: attempts to hang herself. End of episode 4. I thought that was when my theory was out the window. I know we tried to give some hot takes last week. I said Helly was going to be related to someone, and I was like, oh well, she's dead now.
I almost thought she would, like, they showed Petey's, like, at the funeral. I thought you might have been right there because his daughter kind of looked at, like, Helly when she was a kid for a second. I was like, oh my God, Quinn's right. But no. You're not right.
Well, still got some time to discover things. I don't want to jump ahead.
So let's
Yeah.
let's talk about the Helly scenario. So she didn't only she ultimately attempted suicide in the elevator, trying to get out of work. Like a lazy fucking Gen Z, no one wants to work anymore. I think that's thematic. But she, attempted to chop off her fingers and threatened the Mrs. Calder, whatever her name is, the boss.
That was good too.
She had to have herself recorded so that the outer persona, the outer Helly, knew how serious inner Helly was about quitting, and came in the next day to work that her, a recording of outer Helly saying, no, you have to work. You're not a person. Deep
That was
fake.
fucked up.
You
Some
better
sort of,
work. Oh, you
some-
think it's fake?
I mean, that shitty video camera, dude, that's the best thing they can afford. Red flag. It's like all pixely and granular. It's like a VCR.
Well, I think
Yeah.
everything's. One, I think it's real.
I think it is
That's the whole point.
too, but I think there's something deeper. Like, there could be manipulation to get her to say that, But I didn't think the video itself. I thought real Helly did say that.
I felt like it was fake.
Damn.
Mainly
and the
because
technology
of the
is like 10 years ago or 15 years ago. I mean, it's like flip phones and
But then they have like
old PCs.
I guess you're right.
I'm trying to think of. Yeah, I mean, it seems very modern. I'm trying to think of
Yeah,
their
it's interesting.
cars.
The cars are
the
he has an
are
older car
10
too.
years, yeah, 10 years.
So
10,
maybe you're
15
right.
years.
But it's just weird because it's like in a very, they're doing like brain surgery to alter your
Yeah.
consciousness.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You're like, all right,
So-
well, if they can do that, they should have a fucking iPhone.
It shouldn't be in 240p whatever resolution quality. So
Yeah.
that was the only, before we. So I wanted to get that was I was like, this is a red flag. I think it's fake. So it's interesting you guys are buying into it. So
But I think that was super fucked up. Like, imagine, like, that was more, I think probably one of the first moments in the show. I was like, what the dude, fuck, that sucks. Like, imagine you're just like, you're like, what the fuck?
I thought
that's
I could
me.
trust
Like
myself,
you
yeah.
being like, you are not a person. Like,
That's-
no wonder she commit suicide.
Yeah,
you know?
I felt like it was too far. Like I felt like it was going into the Lumen ideology too much. And I was like, that's also I thought was fake. I thought it was like going hand in hand with like the break room apology kind of. And it was like another way of like the forced indoctrination almost.
Yeah, maybe Helly's a little masochist.
Maybe we just don't know
Masochistic.
her backstory. We don't know why she signed up. We don't know what the Audi. We never see her Audi. So
Yeah.
Will we?
I think so. I thought maybe her Audi was gonna be, or at least someone was in the end the person that's calling the cell phone, PD's cell phone, that Ragabi.
Mm-hmm.
She was. So I thought Mark like brutally fucked up. I'm like, why are you meeting with this person? I thought it was definitely Lumen, but it was
Well,
the person who reintegrated PD, right?
I would assume so.
Still
That's what
Lumen,
he
though.
suggested. Yeah, but
Ex-Lumen.
she's kind of like, yeah, on the run. Like they're looking for her. They're not happy with her.
But when did
she's
they,
the rebel. She's the rebel.
did she come up beforehand? Like, did they ever mention her?
They mentioned before the last scene.
Yeah, before the last episode.
Yeah.
no, not the it was only in
Yeah.
that episode.
You sure? I thought it was the one
Like,
before.
right,
too.
I never heard of. I know they were looking for PD and stuff around PD, but like, did they ever say the name Ragabi? Like,
I thought they said it the last two.
Maybe. But it did feel a little like just random person thrown in.
Oh, of course, Ragabi, the other
Yeah.
ex-Lumen who's been on the run. Like, oh, if we would have known that information earlier.
I got
Then-
the implication she was on the board.
I got the
Oh.
impression she was still working there.
Yeah.
I think she was like on the run.
But we're just giving no information, you know. So
Yeah.
like we're all just taking these like
we all think something.
like wild guesses at because we just don't know anything.
Yeah. So I guess the next 3 episodes definitely show what she's all about.
I have a moral quandary for everyone.
Yeah.
Going back to the first episode, the 5th
Uh-huh.
episode. If someone is hanging themselves, like, and you see them, like you just saw what happens, like, do you rush in? Like, Mark rushed in and ultimately saved her, you know? Like,
Yes.
Say-
you know, like he could have just been like,
Assault,
I didn't see
assisted
anything.
suicide. Well,
Yeah, I mean, she
it's
wanted
even
to
less
die.
than that. It's
Like I think it's the mental state of knowing you can't even kill yourself is probably one of the worst mental states you could be in. I think it's like this is actually like a stoic piece. It's a core piece of stoic philosophy is no matter how bad your life gets, you still can die. You still can kill yourself at any time. Now imagine you take that away. It makes it a lot more torturous and like horrific. You don't have an out. You like even if you're not suicidal at all, everyone knows you can run out on the highway and like, get hit, you know, or you could take your car and drive it off, right? So like I don't know. The thought just crossed my head like did Mark do the morally right thing to prevent Helly from dying? It's probably not an answer,
So
right? It's just
her reason for doing it was purely vengeance against herself. Wasn't even like is that morally right? Like I'm gonna hurt you because you hurt me, or is it like I'm gonna protect both of you because two wrongs don't make a right.
yeah, because in that scenario, you're treating her Audi as a different person.
Yeah, which is what she's doing. She was talking about herself in like the third person almost. Like I'm gonna make her, or the second person. I'm gonna make her like, wake up and like see the last whatever she said, some crazy shit. So like, yes, he saved 2 people's lives, you could say, because of like a instant reaction to a new environment that after that event, she felt like more of the community and a little bit happier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
I
I mean, even if you say, like, hey, I want to kill myself, and your
walk
argument might be
away.
like, if I want to kill myself, then you kill yourself, blah, blah, blah. I should not be involved in that. But I think there's more to a situation. Like, you're not, if someone's in a moment or in a situation and they feel like the only way out is killing themselves, like, that's not exactly true. You know, you might feel terrible then. It's like your free will is not. There's time is involved. You know, there's.
Yeah, they go find some baby goats, and she's probably that's the best thing she's seen in a month.
Yeah.
So it depends what the argument is. Yeah, I mean, should have Mark saved her? Sure. I mean, I think if you see someone in distress, you probably should try and assist. From a philosophical point, like, this is my decision, and your decision to assist me is going against my decision. Maybe it's tough. There's no real clear answer. What would you, Graham? So you're saying you may have been more inclined to step away?
No, I mean, I think in that case, like it's a react. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, watch someone die? You know?
Plus, that's like your new hire. You're like the director.
Yeah,
and that's you're training her. She's hanging herself on day 4. It doesn't reflect
Yeah.
very well on your management ability.
Mark has.
Yeah.
This is not good.
Yeah, it's
Mark
just
has.
it's interesting, just the way I don't know that they are two different people in a way, like outer Helly and inner Helly, and they're treated as such. You know, it's just I don't know. I think it was fine.
And
It's
especially,
just an interesting like moral quandary, and I think it's not a normal situation because like what you're saying, like she would be doing that against her, like she's treating herself as a separate person as well, and
it's like
yeah.
a murder suicide.
Yeah.
And you save both people. So, and if the video was fake too, then she's doing it for like because she's being manipulated. Which is kind of where I'm coming from too, because I still kind of think the video is fake. So it's like she's doing this like just for no reason.
Yeah.
She's just a major bitch, and she doesn't want to work, and
Yeah, lazy. She doesn't want to
It
sort
seems
the
like they don't
numbers.
really have to work, which we figure out in
yeah,
the next few
it's
episodes.
kind of like real life. Is it? Hey, you dick around. Hey, you want to go check out that other department?
Yeah, so let's talk about O&D and the coup. So
We
I think
finished
everyone
episode 4, and then 5 is focused on the
Helly,
department
really.
mingling.
Yeah.
And the
Well,
book.
Oh yeah. 4
The book's
and then
kinda
5
fire.
is, yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
the book. I love the
book is-
book.
It's funny because I think it's
Machines are made
hilarious
out of
because
metal.
yeah, like the book would be such a cringy like read
Uh-huh.
if you were in the outside world, but since you're on the inside world, they have no knowledge, so it's like the Bible. You're like,
You're like,
oh, this is so poetic.
Exactly.
But it's
I
like
love
some like
it.
neckbeard like
And it's written in the same like the employee handbook, whatever they call it. It's kind of written in the same tone of that. Like that shit's cringy too.
oh yeah, like glorifying like this. Yeah, it's all cringe shit.
Like the society should be illuminating or whatever. I don't know. It's all weird stuff.
Yeah,
but
what is
yeah.
camaraderie or something like.
What is camera? We're
Camera.
gonna take a picture.
Because everyone's smiling.
And that's the best group you could have.
That was great.
Okay. Talking about these group dynamics.
Yeah.
So we were shown some conflicting information in forms of art. One group
Yeah.
believes the other is cannibal murderers,
Mm-hmm.
and the other group believes that they're some sort of parasitic embodying and take over their host.
What do they call them?
The larva or whatever.
Yeah.
Larva pouches or something.
Yeah, like a pouch.
That eventually eat them and take their place, right?
Something like that.
Yeah.
So it's like horror stories against the departments.
Yes. It's, you know, some manipulation.
Fake video.
I don't. Yeah. Well.
video.
Yeah. I mean, no.
Oh,
I
I
don't think anyone's arguing that Lumen is to be trusted. But this was so. Did they really not mean to send them? You know how they sent it to the wrong printer? Was that truly an accident?
No,
Or is
Milchek
that
said he
it's
did
just-
a thing. He said he did like a code.
266.
Yeah.
What
I was
did
going
he
to say
do?
511.
Basically,
then-
just I took it as a reinforcement of a division of groups. Like, obviously, there's some background. All right, these groups don't like each other. Let's reinforce that through this thing. I think it's all put up by Lumen to kind of separate the two groups. I don't know. If
So,
there's
do you
any-
guys think a coup happened or no?
Dylan would say yes.
Probably. I think so. Because doesn't that go against what the founder, the Egan or whatever, he said everyone worked together. but
Kier.
then- Kier?
Kier.
Kier Egan, yes. Like they all work together and like, but we are kind of separated from each other. So maybe that did happen and they've just used it as an opportunity to pit people against each other. So I don't know if there's that much funny business going around with that.
What the love story? Is that authentic?
With Irving and Anthony Hopkins?
Christopher Walken?
Yes.
I really like Christopher Walken.
Christopher Walken.
character.
Yes, not the other famous old dude.
Authentic love story or manufactured
Yes.
to bring the groups together?
Manufactured by who?
Pat doesn't trust anything.
Yeah.
I know.
I think it was
I think
pretty
it's
genuine.
I think it's real.
Yeah. I mean, the hand touching, like the way it's progressed slowly and none of it's felt forced. I like how he's pacing in the room because he would need to come up with a joke.
Yeah, I mean, I'm picturing if there was some sort of reveal where one of them was I don't know, evil or betrayed the other one. I don't know if I would
Maybe.
believe that.
Yeah.
Well, so
I'm- Let's
guys
hear
ready?
let's
Yeah,
hear your
I'm ready.
skeptic, pessimistic
With the
conspiracy.
something to do with the black sludge.
no,
Okay.
but good call. Perhaps it does. So I think in Lumen, there's been a change of the guard, and I think that guy represents old Lumen because he's saying like the handbook has like progressed. He said he's a fan of the original, So I think he might be like one of the original like family members or whatever from a while back, and he's just been kept there. And these new people who have come in, such as what's Kobel and Milchek, they don't represent the ideology he likes, and they're trying to divide the groups. He's trying to bring them together for another coup against the leadership.
I didn't think that deeply about it.
I didn't either. I mean, yeah, I mean he's. If I really think about it, he's
I was
the
like,
most
they're-
senior person. He likes to say that. So yeah, he's been around a while.
Mm-hmm.
Irving?
Yeah, macro data refinement. I love that, and that's so really that's just very so.
Well, Pat's saying
Much
Christopher
work.
Walken is the senior one, no?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, they're both. Well,
Christopher Walken is what
Like the family.
Pat's saying is the family member who has the insight. Like Irving is unaware.
I thought Irving was aware.
There might be some authenticity, but it's like he's kind of being used as like a piece in his plan.
If someone came up to me at work and they'd be like, "Yeah, I work in macro data refinement," I'd be like,
Optics and design.
"Yeah, optics and design." I'd be like, "Oh wow, nice to meet you."
Well, so optics and design seems like they're treated more like they're in the loop a little bit more. They're sending things upstairs, and they have that cool photo for everyone. Like everyone is just aware of it, you know. Versus like, I mean, macro. What is it? Macro data.
MDR, macro data refinement.
MDR, yeah.
MDR. They're literally like, I mean, I'd much rather work in optics than design. I don't know about you guys, but there's more people. I guess they're all standing up. I noticed that they don't really have chairs.
They don't have chairs. It's kind of slave
they don't
labor.
have chairs.
Watering
That kinda
cans.
sucks.
I don't know. I'd like to
The
find those
hatchet.
numbers. Maybe refine that macro data.
Plus, macro data refinement is like a three-way oxymoron. Like big data, small. Like,
Yeah, it's just it's very white collar. Like, what is your job? Like, you're like, I'm in macro data refinement. Like, that's it's great. Who the hell knows what they do? I don't know.
They don't know what they do.
What's the sludge? Still unclear.
I think it's kind of like a panic attack thing.
Just
Yeah.
I don't think it's that deep.
something that their severance is kind of messing up.
Or I think maybe at most it's like a repressed memory or something.
Dude, that guy, the Milchek,
Trump
I didn't know they could turn him back on at home. That was
that was crazy.
freaky. Because I was like, is he in his head or is he like actually in the closet with
And
him?
we haven't seen, that was the last episode, right? So we haven't seen
Yeah.
Dylan after that. But now he knows he has a kid.
Yeah, it's not going to turn out great.
Because he took
He took that card. It was like some weird like kung fu.
Yeah,
like,
it was just
warning.
like, it was just literally like a piece of plastic. Some dude being like, wow.
Yeah, it was like a self-defense card that was like super fake. It's like attack the
It looked like a
attacker.
bathroom, like, male guy doing a pose. You know, like the men's sign.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know why they needed that immediately.
Yeah, no idea what's going. We don't know anything.
Black
We don't know.
liquid. Anything
hard
that
to- yeah.
reminds me of black. They drink coffee, black coffee. Black liquid.
Let's talk
kinda
about
like
the
blood.
goats.
And the funeral,
And the senator's wife.
who's really
Senator's wife.
Mark's
Wait.
wife.
Wait.
Could be.
Who's the senator's wife?
The
the
baby
birthing
maker,
center.
the super rich couple
Who's married to Mark.
Oh.
who's
Mark's clone.
probably severed because she doesn't remember things and like changes the baby's name or something.
And
Which,
it's literally Mark.
what do you mean?
His voice is Adam Scott. And they have roughly the same facial structure and hair.
Oh, they kind of
Nice.
do.
Yeah, it's literally his like cologne. That's his larva, and it grew up.
So that could be his wife.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
You're
just
saying the
the
There's
dude,
the
the senator.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. You're saying that's Mark's wife?
Yeah.
No. He's with
That's-
Mark's wife.
He's Mark.
I don't know. They made him Mark.
Yeah. That's like
To make
Mark's
Then
larva.
his sister would recognize.
I don't know
Or-
about the wife, but I think
Oh,
that
yeah.
guy is like literally
Oops.
Mark. I think it's his larva. That's my tinfoil hat theory.
Okay, I don't know what that means. They haven't really described it.
I guess the wife might know. Like, hey, you're my fucking brother-in-law's wife. Maybe they never
Yeah.
met. I don't
died.
know.
That died, right? Or well,
Yeah, she
I don't
got
know if died. Yeah,
she
wait.
got hit by the tree or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
or she ran into a tree and died.
There is something weird going on with her being severed, though. I definitely got that.
Yeah,
she didn't look like she recognized her. Which I thought was like maybe they're doing some. If they can separate work memories, maybe they can separate like you don't want to remember your childbirth because it's painful. So then you don't. Then you can just sever specific memories.
Maybe too. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. but that
So that's
wouldn't
like
be
the
that
birthing
dramatic.
center.
Or
It's like
Mark's
that
larva.
place is like
Yeah,
you don't
you
have
want?
memories
Do
there.
you want to not remember your birth?
might be nice.
Come here.
Yeah.
Apparently, humans are like once you give birth, you're like released with like a fuck ton of endorphins and everything, and like stuff that makes you forget about the pain, like forget
Oxytocin.
about and then you have a bunch of oxytocin, so like you feel really high and good. So
You just did something awful. Your body's got to be like, we did that for a reason. We did
yeah,
that for
it's
a
like
reason.
no, everything's good,
Yeah.
good.
Don't
Do
throw
it
away
again,
this
do it again,
child.
do it again.
Yeah. It's very important that you have strong attachment to this.
Wait, his name's not Mark. It's Angelo.
Yeah, but look at him and listen
Okay,
to listen to his voice. When I heard his voice, I was like, "What's
Angelo
Might have to
Arteta.
listen. I
Yeah,
might have to
just-
listen to the voice.
Gabby
yeah?"
Simpson.
Next time he's on the screen, because I bet he's gonna be back. Just is that Mark's larva? Just like let that idea
think about it.
simmer.
Take a little puff. Is that Mark's larva?
Is it Mark's larva?
It says so. Devin learns that Gabby's husband, Angelo Arteta, is a Lewinbach state senator who supports legalizing severance. Is severance illegal?
I think it's only legal in your workplace, but he wants to expand it everywhere. So what would be more
So,
perfect
see?
than a larva who's
Or the
a
birth
plant?
thing.
Yeah.
That makes more sense than this larva
It's the
thing.
black
in my
sludge.
opinion.
Larva coming out of a shell.
I don't know what is your larva theory, Patrick?
That could be good.
What do you mean larva? I still don't know what you mean.
Mark
That they
S.
like cloned him.
They did something to him.
What
Yeah.
does that have to do with what we've learned so far with severance?
Because there's a
It
rumor
seems like
going
that
around.
seems like a
Yeah.
different.
No,
What?
that's what optics and design
Oh,
had heard about.
I thought that was just
Macrodatum.
bullshit rumors that they spread in both
That's
groups
taken
to
very
get them hate each other.
seriously. One
It's
of them
rooted
might
in
be true.
truth.
What did they say about optics and design?
They're like they started the coup, which I kind of feel like Christopher Walken is like trying to bring the people together to rise up. I'm just saying, yeah. I think those are those are the pieces of information that we have about the different groups. We don't have anything else, so I think it's important.
I thought it was just showing that they had both absurd rumors. I've also you're like going deeper, but I don't think that's a bad thing. I think they could be, in a show like this that could be very
Mm-hmm.
true.
Just feel like there has to be something because
I
we
don't think
haven't
we're gonna
gotten
learn
much.
anything either.
God damn.
I feel like we might learn
yeah,
one of these
there's only 3 episodes.
bombshells.
Yes. I think we're gonna learn about. I think the cliffhanger is gonna be about Helly, her Audi.
What?
I like that.
Okay.
I don't think
the
we're gonna
season
learn about the
finale.
black sludge.
No, we're not gonna learn about the black sledge. Goats. Do we want to talk about the goats, or is that just absurd? Like what?
Red herring type.
Yeah, I don't really know what to talk about.
Is Mark gonna get reintegrated?
Oh,
That could be the season ending. I could kind of see
that
that.
could be the season ending
Could be
too.
one. Cause yeah, then that opens up the whole second season where like maybe he meets Harmony again, like on the Audi, and he has to be like, "Oh, Mrs. whatever her name is,
Bodega?
Seibel or something.
Oh yeah.
Selvig."
Miss Silvig.
Selvig.
Who fucking
I do
follows me
not
everywhere?
fucking like her, dude. She's doing the fucking nursing with his sister.
That was a
now.
little far fetched. Yeah, like
Mm-hmm. Who needs a nurse day one?
I mean, maybe it was just because they set that guy up to just be some super ridiculous. I don't know, he hangs kelp. It's like the kelp, it worked.
He's like, we have to hang kelp. And Mark's like, why? Like, do you really
really-
want to?
That guy's so funny.
He's entertaining for sure. Petey's dead. Sludge, Helly, Dylan's kind of comedic relief.
He's a
Irving.
recurring character in Rami.
Oh shit! I forgot he's in that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mark is rebelling. He went to the fucking concert and fuck Lumen.
Fuck Lumen. Yeah, I was like, he's got to answer that cell phone. I was a little bit surprised when he threw it in the trash.
But he got it back.
went back later. They're making the map. The goats, I don't know. I'm trying to think out loud.
Yeah, goats were.
One guy feeds goats.
I think it's a tool to just get them interested in what's going on. You know,
Some weird
Yeah,
shit.
that's what what's her name? Harmony was like, I'm trying things out. You know? And she was. What's the lady's name who does like the meditation
Casey?
healing sessions? Yeah, Miss Casey.
I wore my nice shirt for this.
I thought she was kind of with him on the same level, but then
She
got sent
was.
to the break room.
Oh yeah. Oh, I get what you're saying. You thought she was with like Harmony level.
Yeah.
Same.
Even
yeah.
higher,
and-
maybe.
Dude.
Yeah. And then she got like, she's like, no.
I don't even know why she got. I mean, I don't know what she did
She
wrong.
lost them. What do you mean?
They went looking for pen caps, Quinn.
But they were still on the cameras, right?
Yeah, I don't. It's a little
She
weird.
showed him she showed him walking away. I don't know. I don't know what the point of punishing her would be.
It's all like a game on Mark. Because then it started the conversation like, that's my, like, I'll go to the break room, it's my fault. And then they're just like messing with him.
What happened to his hand in the break room? We haven't. I don't really buy the break room. That they make it very scary, but I'm like, I don't.
That's what I thought, but I think Pat's right. Like they do something. I think
Weird.
with their chip and hand, like it's psychological. It's like those psychological experiments.
Where they
That
play
they
like
used to do in like the
Eminem.
1920s. No, like in the early, like they're like inhumane now. They've been labeled like inhumane, but like you know the one where you were like shocking someone, and it was like it was on authority. You were behind a closed wall. You could hear. They told you there's another person on the wall, and
The
then
Milgram
someone in the room
experiment.
was like shock them, and you shock them, and you could hear the person be like ow, and they're like increase the voltage, shock them again. And because of the authority, they kept on doing it until they couldn't hear the person scream anymore because they thought they killed them. They did these experiments. So I feel like Lumen more or less is like to me is like a psychological, like they're like leading journal in. Those are the subjects. Like you kind of sign up as a subject. Maybe you get a place to live or whatever, and you kind of maybe that's why Helly is like, dude, I signed up for this. Shut the fuck up. But Mark doesn't feel that way, and Mark isn't really a subject, so he thinks he's actually doing stuff that's important. I don't
The
know.
work is important and mysterious. I want to learn all the handbook rules and like just kind of drop them in like day-to-day life. When anyone like
It's
asks me
almost
about
like
stuff, I'd be
you know
like,
what's reminding me of is like Westworld. Like I hope it doesn't fall off like Westworld though.
These shows
Yeah,
are hard to
it's-
continue.
It's been like good. I wouldn't say the show's great. It's entertaining and I like watching
Wow.
it, but like it doesn't have that like wow factor. Like, oh, can you fucking believe that? I don't know.
Yeah,
I
Westworld
hope
was like
it's-
a banger. There's so many characters, and the setting was always like beautiful. And
setting
the
was
setting's very
incredible.
dry, you know.
Yeah.
And there's not action like Westworld. I feel like that's what it was like.
Yeah.
Mind fuck action, cool music, a lot of bunch
There
of
was a
interesting
lot of
characters.
action.
Beautiful.
I
setting.
thought they like set up the series until the big reveal with Black Dude being a clone or whatever, and then I felt like they didn't know what else. Like that was like that was what they pitched as the entire show, and then that happened. They're like, oh, we need more content.
I'm working on a new show actually. This is. I thought you guys could take it from here.
The show that I'm working on is your work memories can be severed from your real life memory.
Yeah.
And there's a code checker, so you can't tell you're out.
HBO didn't want it, or HBO didn't want it for some reason after Westworld. I don't really understand. It was great.
But
so
I'm gonna do
Apple,
that. You guys got this.
Just make like Samrise or some shit.
Didn't they
So
do
yeah,
that?
these shows are fun for me because it's like you just like I have some crazy theories that you guys are like, well, what are you talking about? That's insane. But I think it's fun. You just dive in, you like make these fun things, and then like if
And
some
you're all
stuff
wrong. Were
hits
we
the
right about
note,
anything?
nothing happened. So
I guess nothing really did. I mean, we might have said who was
They're just
on the
dropping little
phone.
nuggets. What'd you say?
I was trying to figure out if we were right on anything, but we might have made predictions last week on who was calling.
I think we just said the people who reintegrated him, which
Yeah, I think is
Yeah.
right.
not a bold assumption though.
Yeah.
Is that who made the? We made the prediction.
I think we
did.
came to a consensus.
That wasn't one
Nice.
of our hot takes. We got a little off the.
That was a cold
the hand.
take.
That was like a. But Helly doesn't. Yeah, there's no really big reveals. They just are kind of inching closer to a truth of some kind.
Or do they never? You know, like, is the whole, you know, because their work environment almost feels like, what's the word? Purgatory.
Mm-hmm.
It almost feels like there's nothing, you know, there's no good, no evil, just
Purgatory, you're
is-
waiting. What are you waiting for, Grant?
yeah.
Just to go home, or is there something else that they're gonna do to him?
I mean, purgatory to me is like you're just stuck in the in between.
But in between, but
In
then that
between
begs the
what?
question. Yeah.
What do the numbers mean on the computer?
The board is one end and the out is the other.
Mm.
Like it, because don't they keep on saying from like upstairs and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Keep on
you go down the
mentioning it's higher
elevator.
up. Yeah, but they can. Where's the elevator that goes up?
They're in some sort of. Well, I mean, yeah, there are a lot of kind of religious themes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's very those handbook guides are very. It sounds
The
like
break room.
preaching. Yeah, you kind
Very-
of go to
yeah.
confess in the break
Mhm.
room.
You say. I think they use sin in the break room. What reiterating or chanting? I don't know.
Whatever.
It's very aligned with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you have a god kind of Jesus-like figure that everyone.
Forgive me
follows.
for the harm I have caused this world. None may atone for my actions
you're
but
right.
me, and only in me shall their stain move on. All I can be is sorry, and that is all I am.
Damn.
That's pretty religious, right? It seems like.
Yeah. No, I mean. So what does that mean?
They love
Wasn't
their
there, are
guilt
there any goats
and
in
shame.
Jesus?
Goats,
Did they
yeah.
kill
Goats.
goats for something.
Well, a goat, isn't that the representation of Satan?
Yes.
I just type in Jesus goat, and they're like, Jesus is the true goat.
Yeah, because horns are devil. You know.
Yeah.
But isn't there
Baphomet.
kill a goat
Look
or
up
something?
Baphomet. Baphomet. Symbolic.
And he shall kill the
Byzantine.
goat
He's
as a
half
sin
human, half-
offering that is for the people, and bring its blood inside the veil.
Yeah, Baphomet is he's half human, half animal, male and female. Oh no, it's male and female, good and evil.
Mm-hmm. Got the star. Yeah, this guy's evil as shit.
Well, the sacrificial
It's-
lamb.
It's goat. That's the lamb. These are
That's the
goats,
lamb.
Quinn.
Baby goats.
Are they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Lambs are like bah.
Or do we just think they're?
They
They were-
mentioned
they were
that they were
goats.
goats.
I know they call them goats, but like I don't know.
Have you
what the
seen a
difference-
goat before, Quinn? That
Yeah,
was a
like-
goat.
Yeah, those
Look
weren't.
up a lamb.
Yeah,
Little goats.
goats are like little. Like they look.
They have like little like,
Lamb-
pointy chins and like their
Lambs
eyes
look a
are
lot less like useful. Like those things look like real animals. Lambs are like blobs.
Okay. Okay. So it's something satanic.
Well, actually, that representation, the Baphomet, is actually a split between good and evil, a split between man and woman. So
A sever.
a sever.
Shit, I guess we're back to square one.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed with this batch. I just felt like it wasn't, inching along, as Quinn said.
Yeah, and I don't know how. Like, it's. Did these come out weekly? They did.
No, I don't think so.
I think they did. Ted Lasso does. I don't know why this wouldn't.
It says the episodes
Maybe
have
they
like
would
an
yeah.
air date a week apart.
Okay, you're right, Grant. Maybe Apple TV Plus.
Yeah, so
Against the
like, which I only ask because I feel like some shows these days are made for binging, and that's it. And they come out as a series, and they're more bingeable, and I don't know, there's less content almost in each one, and so I just wanted to call that out with this. Each one definitely has made me want to watch the next, but I don't know how much more it's done than that. Like you're like, I want to watch the next one to figure out what's going on because I still haven't figured out what's going on.
Yeah, they're in danger of, second season comes around and I'm going to forget about it.
Yeah.
All right.
But
well,
the last episode does have that 9.8 out of 10.
I was just gonna say I'm looking at that. That's a high score. High score.
Is this next batch?
That's it.
That's it.
I know, but this next batch is this the
Bangers
highest.
only.
Hires, banger after banger, with the
Really?
biggest bang at the end.
They're probably going to get right into it with like, we're going to reintegrate you right now. We've got no time. And
We
that's
got no
like,
time. We've lost all our budget. COVID's hitting fast.
You're going to be our agent on the inside. Tomorrow when you go in, take this gun. Kill everyone. And, instead of Adam Scott, it's going to be Tom Cruise. And it's going to be a very different tone.
It's about that time, boys.
It's
Yeah.
about that time.
The GQ Bandit review where I can't even talk. Where we decide whether the true rating of Severance episodes 4, 5, and 6 are over or under the IMDb rating. And all right, let's go in order in 4, 5, 6. It's 8.3, 7.8, and 8.0.
Dang.
To refresh my memory a bit.
So 8.3 was kind of helly.
I thought that was
primarily.
good. I'm going to go over for that one. I was like, damn, all right. We said
Yeah.
it's picking up now, at least that episode.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of had the Helly, like, you're not a person. Helly kills herself.
Had at the funeral. That's when the book showed up. They start reading it. I'll go over it.
Yeah, I think I go over. What was the other two?
Let's see. Episode 5, Helly survives. More reading of the book. They do the lodge stuff where Devin gives birth. The 266, the kind of interaction between OND and MDR. They start making more of the map. They find the goats.
Yeah. What's the rating?
Oh, this is 7.8.
I'm going under.
I'm gonna go under 2.
Same.
And lastly, the hide and seek episode, where we just kind of discover Ragabi, more O&D MDR relationship stuff.
Oh, and it says
Devin's
called
kid.
out, if we're reading the same thing, Ragabi is a former Lumen employee.
Yeah,
No
we all thought
longer
like different
works.
things.
No longer works at Lumen. I didn't think that was that clear,
No.
but it makes sense because if she worked there, they probably would be able to get a hold of her.
Yeah, was this the birthing? I guess that was kind of in 5 too.
This might have had like
That was 5.
her finding
This-
the severance though.
Yeah, this was her finding the woman afterwards. Lumen
The
back
meet
state
and
senator.
Angelo
And then this
Alberati
was the
or-
concert. Yeah, this one I'm going under too.
Under 2. Yeah, this one
Under.
ended. I was like, come with me. And I that was the ending.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, are you again? Like, come on, dude.
Oh yeah, remember the ending they installed. They like blocked off MDR now.
Mm-hmm.
With the,
Oh, is that what they? I wasn't paying attention. The maintenance
Yeah,
team
that's
came
what
in
they
and did what?
The maintenance they like now they can't leave MDR. Like you need a key card to get in.
Oh, okay.
I didn't catch
They've
what they were
truly
doing, so
lost
that's-
their hallway rights.
I see. Okay. I was kind of zoning out. I don't know.
Falling asleep. Media
Thanks,
time
Grant.
over. Time to get in bed. Phone away.
Was
No laptop.
no laptop. All right, so we got pretty unanimous over under. These last ones are high. 8.9, 8.9, 9.8. So
That is as high as they get.
we're in
9.8
for either a
is
treat
like-
or a lot of-
satisfying finale.
yeah, it's a lot of tens. I'll tell you that. With almost triple the amount of votes too. So it seems like people have just come in and they just vote on the last episode for some reason.
Like a bot.
Yeah, it could be bots. Maybe we're setting our expectations too high.
Severed employees.
All right, that's all I got.
I accept your.
I accept. I apologize. I atone for my sin, for that is all I have done in this world.
All right. Anything else, guys? All right. Well, we will see you guys next week for the Severance Part 3, the last one. Thank you all for listening. You can email us at feedback@gqreview.com. That's where you can email us. Maybe you have another show you want us to watch. Maybe you don't. We also have social media. At GQ Review is our Instagram and our Twitter. Please follow us there. You can DM us. Give us suggestions like our posts. Send them to your friends and family. And until next week with Severance. Thank you all for watching and listening.
Peace.
Peace.